Please, sir, can I have some more? AKA AI companies are running out of money. This violin. Western Digital has one simple request, and that is hard drives with friggin' laser beams attached to their drives. The Super Bowl is selling AI ads. Yay. And rumors of Zen 6 are making the round. Hey everyone, this is Jim Atria, Senior Live Online Lead Instructor with MyComputerCareer. Welcome back. Why aren't you moving, computer? Why are you doing the thing? I hate when it does this. I'm just going to suck because I suck. Welcome back to the IT Blitz. Here's what's happening in the IT world. Ding, 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 ding. Need you a little poppy thing. AI companies are running out of money. World's smallest violin, right? AI companies have racked up at least $200 billion in debt building data centers, and that's just what we know about. The real number is definitely much higher. Oracle just announced it's raising $45 to $50. Oracle just announced it's raising $45 to $50 billion in debt and equity to build more cloud infrastructure. The company is now operating at negative cash flow. Bank of America's managing head of global credit said, "The numbers are like nothing any of us in the business have seen before. The companies are exhausting every available debt market, junk bonds, private credit, asset-backed loans. They're desperate to keep the cash flowing while demand for AI services might already be leveling off." Might already be leveling off? Meanwhile, many AI companies have given up on pretending they'll make money anytime soon. ChatGPT subscriber growth is stalling. OpenAI is stuffing ads into services as a last resort. The tech itself is showing diminishing returns with each model release. Here's what this means for you. The entire AI boom is funded by borrowed money. If demand doesn't materialize, why can I not say that word? If demand doesn't happen, someone's going to lose a phenomenal amount of money, quoting Sam Altman's words, not mine. Focus on the skills that matter when budgets get tight, networking and security, and keeping infrastructure running. Because when this bubble pops, and it's going to pop, companies will still need you to maintain their systems. They just won't be able to afford 5 AI consultants anymore. I feel like we said that before. I feel like those exact words were exactly said in a previous Blitz. This one's going to be a fun one. Western Digital's new hard drive uses laser beam to store 40 terabytes. Western Digital just announced a 40 terabyte hard drive that'll ship later this year. The plans to hit 100 terabytes by 2029. How? With freaking lasers, that's how. The technology is called HAMR, Heat Assistant Magnetic Recording. A tiny laser heats up the disk platter for a split second, allowing the drive to pack data more densely than current methods. The first HAMR drives will launch in 2027, then scale to 100 terabytes by 2029. That's a lot of storage. To put that in perspective, we went from 20 terabyte drives being impressive to 100 terabytes in less than 5 years. Here's what this means for you. Hard drives aren't dead. They're evolving. SSDs get speed, but hard drives still win on capacity and cost per gigabyte. If you work in data centers, backup systems, or anywhere that deals with massive amounts of storage, this matters. We're talking about a single drive that can hold 100 terabytes. That's roughly 1,000 4K movies or 25 million high-resolution photos. And since we don't use real numbers, it could be a certain amount of elephants. We don't know. Also, explaining to users that their data is being written with lasers is going to make your job sound way cooler than it actually is. I like lasers. I like when they use, like, instead of like regular numbers to measure things, like that's 25,000 movies. That's 47 school buses worth of data, right? Are we using that? Is that how we measure things now? Super Bowl commercials. Super Bowl commercials are now selling AI. Super Bowl aired Sunday. The Super Bowl will air Sunday. I guess this is coming out after the fact, right? LX. What's LX? What? Super Bowl 60. Super Bowl 60. Go sports ball right now. Super Bowl commercials are now selling AI. I don't know how to get excited about this. This is not exciting. Super Bowl 60 aired Sunday, and this year's commercials featured a new product category called artificial intelligence. Svedka Vodka ran an ad with a dancing robot that was created by humans in partnership with robots, aka AI. The star, a retired mascot called the Fembot, that is described as freakishly smooth and scary. Sounds like my ex. No, I'm just kidding. Right? The best part, one robot drinks vodka, starts hemorrhaging red liquid from its throat, then catches fire. Nothing says party like a burning robot. I swear AI needs to learn humor. Wix promoted its AI-powered website builder with an ad showing a woman using AI to create a website for her handmade furniture business. You know, the exact type of small business AI is supposed to eliminate. The irony is a beautiful chef's kiss, right? OpenAI bought a Super Bowl ad slot, but kept the content secret until the game day. Here's what this means for you. AI has officially gone mainstream. Again, when companies are spending millions of dollars for a 30-second Super Bowl ad spot, it's no longer a tech industry buzzword. By the way, this is being filmed before the Super Bowl, so we have no idea what happens. Hopefully it's a good commercial, but I'm doubting it. We'll see what happens. Finally, interesting news. AMD's next-gen processors are supposedly getting new cores, right? So AMD's upcoming Zen 6 processors are supposed to get a major upgrade, which is 12 cores per CCD instead of 8. This is the first time that AMD has increased the core count since Zen 3. Right? They're also supposed to be upgrading from 32 megabytes to 48 megabytes of L3 cache, which is really good for us gamers, right? Hopefully, they're supposed to see a 15% increase in improvement on the same socket. So for those of you guys with AM5 that bought in early before the RAM apocalypse, you can slip in a new Zen 6 processor and be off to the races. So this is what this means for you. Hopefully, we'll see this in the next year or so. It's supposed to be out 2026, but there are a lot of delays in the tech industry right now. By the way, when it comes to Zen 6, this is a rumor, right? So one of the more popular hardware leakers leaked this information. Whether this comes to fruition is not known, but we can hope. Sounds really cool to me, and it's just good enough to be plausible. I'm looking forward to it. That's it for the Blitz. If you have any comments or questions, please post them down below, or articles you'd like to share with us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.